morning, everyone. How are you? I hope and trust you are all doing well wherever you are watching me. We're going to continue with our lesson this morning, and we're still on data handling, and our topic is still box and whisker diagram. Yesterday we did talk about the 5-number summary, and then we said when you are given the data, you need to rearrange your data and you choose all the 5-number summary. Then from there they will ask you to sketch it on the number line that is given to you in your answer booklet. So you go and plot it nicely, indicate your median, indicate your lower quartile, your upper quartile, and the 2 whiskers, the one that moves from the lower quartile to the minimum value and the one that moves from the upper quartile to the maximum value. Now today we are going to do what we call interpretation of a graph. The interpretation, comparing the box and whisker plots, and then we will also look at how to find the range, the interquartile range, the median, semi-interquartile range, and also talk about the skewness of the diagram or of the spread of the data. Those are the things we will be looking at. So today we're going to focus on this example. Example number 1 says we are focusing on this example, which is grade 11B traveling time to school. Grade 11B traveling time to school. So in the grade 11 we have boys and then we have girls. So the girls' data is plotted in this form with this box and the whisker diagram, the one up here. And then the boys' data is the one on the number line. But these two box and whiskers are plotted on the same number line. So we're going to read our information from there. And then from there we'll be able to answer the questions that follows. Now when we look at the girls, to answer any question, you need to extract your 5-number summary from both from both box and whisker diagram. Sorry guys. So now let's see the girls. We are going to look at the girls and check our 5-number summary. So 5-number summary. Our 5-number summary, we are going to have the girls on the other hand and boys on the other side. We will be looking at the minimum value for girls and also for boys. Now when we look at the minimum value for girls, so we go to the data and check our minimum value. If you read it on the number line where the whisker ends, you can see it's 5. It's 5, so our minimum value is 5 for girls. Let's go and read for the boys. Now when we come here, the whisker ends here. Let's count. It's 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now the boys, the minimum value is 9. Is 9. Now let's go and look for the other numbers. Lower quartile. Lower quartile. Lower quartile is what we term as Q1. What is the answer here? We will also be looking for lower quartile here for the boys, which is also Q1. Now what is our answer from the lower quartile for the girls? Here is the end of the lower quartile, so when we talk about our lower quartile here, our lower quartile will be on this point here, which is 8 for the girls. Our lower quartile is 8 for the girls. So our lower quartile is 8, and our lower quartile for the boys is 16. It's 16. So you can see 16. Lower quartile for the boys is 16. The left end part of the box is 16. And then now we will be focusing on the median for the two data that has been plotted on the number line. The median for, when we talk about the median for the girls, here is the line that divides the box is where we see the median. So you trace it down here and it will give you 12. The median value for the girls is 12. So here we say median. Median is Q2, and the answer is 12 for the girls. So our median for the boys, we're going to look at Q2, and our answer is 26. 26. So you write it down. So now from here we write our upper quartile for the girls, upper quartile. So our upper quartile here for the girls, you trace it from the end part of the box from the right, and that gives you is 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so 18 is our upper quartile for the girls. And then the same upper quartile, which is Q3, right? Don't forget to write it. So our Q3 here is equals to, let's look at the upper quartile for the boys, it's 36, and that is it. Our maximum value for both data, maximum value, and then maximum value here, you write them down. Our maximum value here is 21. We trace it is 21. And then our maximum value here is 40. Our maximum value is 40. So that's all we got for the 5 number summary for these two data that has been plotted in the box and the whisker for the girls and also for the boys. Now we now move on to answer the question. So before you answer the question here, you need to know the 5 number summary. Then from there you can answer any question that is asked by the examiner. Now the question says, which data set has the largest range? So this takes us to look for what is range. When we talk about range, we say range is equals to maximum value minus the minimum value. So now we are dealing with two data at the same time. So we will look at the range for the girls and also look at the range for the boys. I say range is equals to maximum value, maximum minus minimum value. So here our range is equals to maximum minus minimum value. So now we go here and check what is our maximum value for the girls. It's 21. We put it here. Minus your minimum value for the girls is 5. So when you subtract 5 from 21, it will leave you with 16. So therefore our range is equals to, our range therefore is equals to 16 for the girls. Now when we come here, our range is maximum minus minimum, which is 40 minus 9. If you have 40 minus 9, what will be left? That will give you 31. That will be your range. So therefore here, you write your range is equals to 31. So we're done with question number A. Question number B says, which data set has the largest IQR and what does that mean? Now when we talk about IQR simply means interquartile range. IQR, our IQR simply means interquartile range, and interquartile range is calculated using the formula Q3 minus Q1. Interquartile range simply means Q3 minus Q1. That means upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So now before you can talk about the two and say which one is the largest amongst them, you need to calculate your interquartile range of the girls and also interquartile range of the boys. So now when we calculate IQR of the girls, it is going to be Q3. You write the formula minus Q1. And your Q3 is your upper quartile, which was 18, minus your lower quartile, which is 8. And so when you subtract 8 from 18, it gives you 10. So therefore your IQR is equals to 10 here for the girls. Now the same thing, if you are calculating IQR for the boys, it is the same as Q3 minus Q1. So now when you say Q3 is your upper quartile minus the lower quartile, and it gives you interquartile range. So now your upper quartile here is 36, your lower quartile is 16. So it's 36 minus 16, and the answer is 20. So therefore here we can say our IQR is 20. Now the question said, which of them gives you the largest IQR? So one can conclude by saying, therefore, the boys gives the largest interquartile range because 20 is bigger than 10. And what does that mean? It means that when you look at the median, or you can say 50% of the data is more spread out in the boys' side than the girls' side. 50% of the data is spread out in the boys' side more than the girls' side. And you can see from the graph how it is looking. From the box, you can see, if you look at even the median, you can see this is more spread out than that one of the girls. So that is what it means there. Now, the next question says we must compare the median traveling time of the girls with that of the boys. The median traveling time of the girls with that of the boys. So, yes, we will take a short break and come back again, and then we will put the next solution. Stay tuned and stay blessed.